Ano nga ba yung integers? Integers are numbers or include all positive numbers, negative numbers, and whole numbers, and zero. Palagi tandaan kasama si zero doon. So, tatandaan rin natin ang negative numbers is not whole numbers. So, whole numbers kasi ito yung mga numbers from zero, counting up, meaning to say zero and all positive numbers. And ang negative numbers, ito yung negative or opposite ng natural numbers. Ano nga ba yung mga natural numbers? Natural numbers are positive numbers, which is 1 and counting up. And hindi ko include doon si zero. Now, ano nga ba yung mga hindi integers? Ang mga hindi natin integers, ito yung mga percentage, fractions, and decimals. Tatandaan natin, percentage, fractions, and decimals ay hindi mga integers. Now, ang first natin pag-usapan is about addition or adding integers. So, dito gagamit tayo ng number line. Tatandaan natin, kapag positive, we're moving our line or our dot from the right. Then, kapag negative, we're moving from the left. To the left pala. Sorry. Ulit, pag positive, to the right. Kapag negative, to the left. So, ang una natin gagawin is titignan natin yung first number. So, makikita natin ito. Ang first number natin is 5. So, ang first number natin dito is 5. So, when you say, mag-start is, yes?
Wala daw pong naka-flash na PPT po.
Ay, yun lang. Sorry, I forgot na i-open ang share screen.
Yeah, sorry po.
Okay, thank you for informing. Again, dun tayo sa number line. So, nakikita nyo naman na siya. So, 5. So, positive 5. So, we're counting to the right. So, from 0, we're gonna count 5 times. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yan, may 5 na tayo. Then, titignan natin yung second number. And ang magiging starting line natin is kung saan tayo tumigil doon sa first number. So, sa 5 tayo tumigil sa first number. So, sa second number naman, meron tayong positive 8. And to say, we're going to have 8 steps to the right. So, 5, 10, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, yan. Then, bali tumigil tayo sa 13. So, so ang sagot natin sa number 1, ay hindi pala negative yun sorry. 13. So, ang sagot natin dito is 13. Okay. So, for ito, may mga examples pa tayo dito. Ito, meron tayong tatlo dito. So, ito naman, meron tayo ditong magkaibang sign, which is, ayan nga, negative 4 and positive 1. So, ang una natin ngayon, titignan natin yung first number, which is negative 4. And negative 4 is a negative number. So, we're going to go to the left. Gagalaw tayo papunta sa kaliwa ng number line. So, simula tayo sa 0, then sabi 4. 4 steps. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, next number natin, titignan natin next number natin, which is si 1, and ito yung positive. So, kapag positive, to the right tayo. And nag-stop tayo, dito kay negative 4. So, pupunta tayo gagalaw tayo ng 1 step papunta sa right, which is positive 1. Yan. So, tumigil tayo kay negative 3. Since yan, so may natin, conclude natin na si number 1 is equals to negative 3. Then, sa second example, 7, positive. So, from 0, mag-move tayo to the right 7 steps. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yan. Stop tayo exactly kay 7. Now, next number natin, check natin yung second number, which is a negative 9. So, saan tayo nag-stop pa kanina? Kay 7. So, negative 9, which is negative, So, papunta tayo sa left. So, from 7 to the left tayo. So, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which is, nag-stop tayo kay negative 2. So, we can conclude na si number 2 ay equivalent kay negative 2. Yung equation natin sa number 2 is equivalent to negative 2. Now, next naman is yung third example. First, tingin muna sa unang number, negative 8. So, from 0 to negative 8, which is 8 steps to the left. Ito natin color. Yan. Now, yung second number natin is negative 4. So, negative to. So, to the left pa rin tayo. And nag-start tayo sa negative 8. So, doon tayo mag-i-start. So, negative 4. So, 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, nag-stop tayo kay negative 12. So, I can conclude yung number 3 is equivalent to negative 12. Now, um, then dito naman tayo sa rules pagdating sa addition of integrals. Ito, kapag wala na tayong number line, ito talaga yung kapag ang binigyan na lang is equation. Kapag ganito nangyari, tatandaan natin yung rule na to. Kapag both positive, we just simply add the numbers. For example, 4 plus 6, sabi sa rule, we just simply add kapag same, both positive. So we can, as 4 plus 6 is equals to 10. Positive, since both positive sila. Now, kapag both negative, add na numbers and negative ang magiging sagot. So, tulad yan, negative 2 plus negative 5 would be equivalent to negative 7 since 2 plus 5 is 7, then both silang negative, so ang sagot natin is negatives. Then another rule, 1 positive, 1 negative. Ito naman kapag yung dalawang terms natin is magkaiba ng sign. So katulad nito, ang sabi nito, isasubtract natin sila. Then, kukunin natin yung sign ng bigger numbers. Yun yung ilalagay nating sign sa sagot natin. So makikita natin dito, isasubtract lang muna natin sila. So 7 minus 4 would be equivalent to 3. Now 3. Then, ano ba yung larger number? Nakita natin dito, ang larger number is a 7. And ang sign niya is negative. So, ang sagot dapat natin is negative. Then other examples para sa addition, sabi nga natin, kapag magkaiba ng sign, one negative, one positive, isasubtract natin sila. So, 12 minus 4 would be equivalent to 8. Now, titignan natin yung larger number. Ang larger number natin dito is 12 and si 12 is positive. So, ang sagot dapat natin is positive 8. So, pwede naman natin din isulat yung plus sign since automatic natural number na siya. So, next is number 2. Number 2 naman, we have both negative numbers. So, ibig sabihin, isi-simply add lang natin yung number and ang sagot dapat natin is negative. So, 8 plus 9 would be equivalent to 17. Then negative since both negative sila. Next naman, 2 plus 3. Both silang positive. So, ang sagot natin is positive. And is simply add lang natin sila. So 13 plus 2 would be equivalent to 15. Now, next naman is negative 11 plus 5. Then, magkaiba sila ng sign. So, isang positive, isang negative. So, isa-subtract natin sa isa't isa. So, 11 minus 5, 6. Then, ano ba yung larger number or largest number dito sa dalawa? Ayun yung 11. So, nakita natin negative si 11. So, ang dapat sagot natin is negative. Sagot naman sa mic if nagets or ayos naman.
Ayos naman. Sakto. Sakto lang daw. Okay.
um, dito naman tayo sa subtraction or subtracting integers. Ang technique dito, yung minus sign, pinapalitan natin ng plus. Katulad ng nasabi ka ganina, which is yung SCC, yung nasabi ka ganina ng first tutor na SCC, same, change. So, yun nga, sabi dito, change the minus to a plus sign and change the sign of the number you're subtracting. So, yun nga, change natin yun, yung subtraction sa addition, and change natin sa opposite yung number na sumunod doon. So, example, we have negative 14 minus 6. So, kung i-change natin siya, so, kung i-change natin siya, magiging copy lang natin si 14, then palitan si minus sign ng addition, then si 6 is magiging negative 6 kasi opposite ng positive 6 is negative 6. Now, we proceed to addition. Ito natin, pares silang negative. So, simply add lang natin sila, which is 16 plus 4, 20. Then, both silang negative. So, ang sagot dapat natin is negative. Now, dito naman tayo sa isa pang example. Subtract and negative is the same as adding. So, ito kasi, makikita natin, di ba? Sabi nga natin, kakopy natin yung first term, then, papalitan natin addition, then, kukunin natin yung opposite ng sumunod na number. So, negative 3, ang opposite ng negative 3 is positive 3. Now, simply add lang natin to, both silang positive. So, dapat ang sagot natin is positive, and simply add lang, 15. Yan, subukan pa natin dito sa examples. 17 minus 4. So, papalitan natin yung sign. Papalitan yung sign. Ito, pwede natin diretso na. So, alam naman natin, babawasan na natin sa 17 ng 4. So, 17 minus 4, we have 13. Then, here naman, pasok natin yung rule na natutunan natin doon sa So, copy natin to, first term. Palitan yung subtraction ng addition. Then, palitan ng yung number na sumunod doon. Magiging addition na kasi negative siya. So, negative plus positive to. So, magka-opposite sign sila. So, dapat ang sagot natin is kung anong sign ng larger number. And subtract natin sila. So, 8 minus 5, 3. And ano ba yung larger number? Yung 8. And negative 8. So, dapat ang sagot natin is negative 3. Now, third example, 2 minus 11. Here, pwede nating i-rewrite yung gawin natin ginawa natin sa rules. So, magiging plus, magiging negative 11 to. Para mas madali, ginagawa nating addition. Then, 2 plus negative 11, magka-opposite side sila. So, isa-subtract natin sila sa isa. Kasi negative, positive. So, 11 minus 2, 9. Then, ang largest number dito natin sa two terms na to is 11. So, negative siya kasi negative 11 yan. So, negative 9. Then, negative 4 minus 12. Apply natin yon. Negative 4. Negative 4. Magiging positive na to. Then, positive 12 magiging negative 12. Then, sa addition ng integers, kapag same sign, simply add lang natin. So, 12 plus 6 is 16. Then, copy natin kung anong sign nila. So, both silang negative. So, negative 16 ang sagot natin. Next naman, multiplying. Here, same lang silang sa rules pagdating sa sign with division. So multiplying and division, kapag same sign, always remember that same sign would always produce a positive, then positive answer. Then different signs, negative ang makukuha nating answer. So katulad tayo sa example natin, 2, 2 plus 2 times 3 is equals to 6. Both silang same sign sila ng positive. So, ang sagot natin is positive. Then, ito naman is negative 2 times negative 3 is equals to 6. Both silang positive. Both silang negative. So, same sign, positive ang sagot. Huwag tayong malilito na hindi porket negative sila parehas, negative ang sagot. Dapat positive ang kapag same sign. Then, yun nga, is a different sign. Positive times negative, or negative times positive, ang palaging sagot is negative. So, for example, 2 times negative 3 is equals to 6, negative 6. Then, negative 2 times 3 is equals to negative 6. Palaging tatandaan, kapag magkaiba ng sign, negative number ang sagot. So, for example, we have 5 times negative 12. So, different sign. So, ang sagot natin is negative. Then, 5 times negative 12 is 60. So, ang sagot natin dito is negative 60. Then, negative 4 times negative 8. Same sign. So, positive. Then, 14 times 8. Medyo, ano natin? 8, 24, 32, 8, 1, 13, 20. So, same sign sila. So, dahil same sign sila, positive ang sagot natin. Kahit negative sila both, ang sagot pa rin natin is positive kasi same sign sila. Then, negative 23 times 7. Here, nakita natin na different sign sila. So, ang sagot dapat natin is negative. Then, simple multiplication natin. So, 7 is 161. So, ganyan lang. Bale, yung sign lang tinitignan natin, pero sa multiplication, simply multiply lang pa rin yung ginagawa natin. Next, dividing integers. Same rule lang sila ng multiplying. Remember, different sign is equals to negative. Same sign would equals to positive sign. So, yun nga. For example, negative 16 divided by negative 8. Since 16 and negative 16 and negative 8 are same sign, same sign sila. So, ang sagot natin is positive. So, 16 divided by 8 would be 2. Positive 2 ang sagot natin kasi same sign sila. Then, negative 161 divided by 7. Since different sign sila, negative dapat ang sagot nila. So, 161 divided by 7, that would be 223. Yan. Laging tatandaan natin yung rules pagdating sa division and multiplication ng integers. Na kapag same sign, positive, kapag different sign, negative. Yan, ito pa yung mga example. So, negative 6 at negative 90 divided by 6. So, yun nga. So, negative 90 divided by 6, different sign, negative ang answer. So, 90 divided by 6, that would be 15. Now, ito naman next example is different pa rin sila ng sign. So, negative pa rin ang dapat natin sagot. And 224 divided by 16, 1, 4, 16, 16, 16. Okay, 14 negative. Then, the next example natin is 57. Negative 57 divided by positive 19. Both ay magkaiba sila ng sign. So, negative ang sagot natin. Then, 57 So, negative 3 ang sagot natin. Sorry kapag medyo mabagal yung pag-calculate ko kasi hindi ako gumagamit ng calculator kaya mental lang talaga, sorry. And if may mali, sorry na lang if mali talaga yung invitation ko. Ayun. Then sa integers, may mga properties tayo. Bago mo yan, basta recap lang, kapag sa division and multiplication, both sign, positive, tapos different sign, negative answer. Subtraction, ang technique, pinapalitan natin ng addition yung sign, yung sinasabi ng STC, which is same, change, change. So, same lang yung first number, papalitan yung sign ng positive, and papalitan natin ng opposite yung next number doon. So, kung mayroon tayong negative minus positive, so papalitan natin yan. So, negative plus negative na siya. Then, continue sa rules ng addition. Then talaga natin tatandaan sa addition, kapag both positive, add lang natin yung numbers, simply add lang natin. Pag both negative, simply add lang natin yung numbers, but ang sagot natin is negative. Then kapag different signs sila, which is one positive, one negative, ang gagawin natin, isasubtract natin silang dalawa, then kukunin natin yung sign ng largest number. Kung ang largest number is negative, ang sagot natin is negative. Kapag ang largest number natin is positive, ang sagot natin is positive. Now, meron tayo ditong, dinagdag ko lang siya, additional properties of integers. So, possibly baka bigla kasing lumabas doon sa test. So, meron ako ditong 7. Galing rin siya through online sa isang website. So, closure property. Ito yung, yung property na kapag nag addition, subtraction, multiplication, or subtraction ka ng both integers, tatandaan natin na ang palaging sagot is integer. So, yun nga, may kita natin dito, sabi dito, according to the closure property of integers, when two integers are added or multiplied together, it results in an integers. If a and b are integers, then a plus b is integers, ax plus a times b is equals to integers. Mali pala ako. Correction, sorry. Apply lang to sa addition and multiplication. Sa subtraction, sa division, pwede siyang hindi. Kasi sometimes sa division, makakuha tayo ng fraction, decimals, and kapag, di ba? So, hindi siya apply doon. Kaya may kita natin dito, 2 plus, sa example, 2 plus 5 is equals to 7, which is an integer. 2 times 5 is equals to 10, and integer pa rin siya. Yun yung closure property. Maganda if take note nyo itong mga properties kasi itong mga properties, pati itong operation ng integers is not just, nakikita natin yung application niya almost sa lahat ng part ng mathematics. Now, associative property. As per the associative property, if A, B, and C are integers, then Yun, makikita natin, kapag nag-add tayo ng A plus B plus C, ang sagot nyo pa rin is A plus B plus C. Kahit ilipat natin yung parentheses, which is kahit mauna yung B plus C, saka natin add si A, kahit mauna si A plus B, saka natin add si C, equal pa rin sila. Then ganoon rin sa rule niya sa multiplication. Kapag natin multiply si B plus B times C, bago i-multiply kay A, equal pa rin siya sa A times B, tapos i-multiply kay C. Equal pa rin sila. Yun yung associative property. So for example, 2 plus 3 plus 4. So sabi din sa parenthesis yung unahin natin, tatandaan natin sa PEMDAS, unahin natin, aabangan nyo dun sa discussion about orders of operation na yung tinatawag natin PEMDAS. So unahin natin yung parenthesis. So 3 plus 4, 3 plus 4 is 7, plus 2 is 9. Then, sa bilang side naman, nauna naman yung 2 plus 3, which is 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 4 is equals to 9 pa rin. So, both silang equal. Then, 2 times the quantity of 3 times 4. So, unahin natin 3 times 4, magiging 12. 12 times 2 is 24. Then, dito naman sa kabilang side, yung 2 times 3 times 4, equal pa rin 24 kasi 2 times 3 is 6 times 4 is 24. Similar to the commutativity, associativity is applicable for the addition and multiplication of integers only. Yun nga, same lang sila, same ng tatlong, same ng closure, same ng associative and closure. Applicable siya sa addition and multiplication ng integers. Yan, ito yung sorry kung medyo bulol ako dito, kasi medyo bulol talaga sa commutative frequency property. Sorry kung ibang frequency statistics na yan. According to the commutative property of integers, if A and B are two integers, then A plus B and equals B plus A. So, mag-equal sila kahit add natin yung dalawang number, AB, balik rin man natin, gawin natin B plus C or AB, mag-equal pa rin sila. Ganun rin sa multiplication. A times B is still equal to B times A. Yan. So, an example, 3 plus 8 is 11. 8 plus 3 is 11. So, equal sila. 3 times 8 is 24. 8 times 3 is 24. Equal pa rin silang dalawa. But for the commutative property, it's not applicable to subtraction and division of integers. Yan, no? Yung dun nga, like associative property and closure property, pasok lang siya sa, yun nga, multiplication and addition. Then distributive property. According to the distributive property of integers, if A and B and C are integers, then ito naman yan, A times B plus C. From the word distributive, meaning kasi dinidistribute natin. So, ang nga dito, dinistribute natin si A, which is nasa labas ng parentheses, to B and C. Then, inano lang natin. So, ang magiging ano niya is A times B plus A plus C. Times C. So, A times B plus A times C is equivalent to A times B plus C. For example, if prove natin na 3 times the quantity of 5 plus 1 is equals to 3 times 5 times 3 times 1. So, yun nga, sa left side, 3 times 5, the quantity of 5 plus 1. So, unahin natin na sa parentheses, 5 plus 1 is 6. Then, 3 times 6 is 18. Then, sa right side, yun, 3 times 5 plus 3 times 1. So, unahin natin multiplication ayon sa PEMDAS, multiplication muna bago addition. So, 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 1 is 3. Then, 15 plus 3 is equals to 18. And both sila 18. Hence, that left and since left and right sides are equal, and prove natin na yung distributive property. Ito naman yung additive inverse property. If A is an integer, then as per the additive inverse property of integers, A plus negative A is equals to 0. So, additive inverse, yun nga, so, kapag pinalas natin yung opposite ng isang number sa kanya, always remember na mag-equal tayo sa 0. So, like, 1 plus negative 1 is 0. 2 plus negative 2 is 0 pa rin. Then, baliktarin naman natin, negative 2 plus, baliktarin naman natin. Negative, mali. Kapag ano lang pala, sorry. Kapag positive number yung unang number, then negative yung sumunod na number. So, kapag nag-add tayo ng kabaliktaran o opposite ng positive number o negative number, so magiging 0. Kapag nag-equal yung sa 0, masasabi natin na meron siyang additive inverse o additive inverse yung second number doon sa first number. Now, we have multiplicative inverse property. If a is an integer, then as per the multiplicative inverse property of integers, a times the quantity of 1 over a is equals to 1. So meaning to say, always remember that any number, added letter or is over 1. So like if 5, so 5 is equivalent to 5 over 1. So dito, parang kinuha natin reciprocal niya. So kapag pinag-multiply natin sila, ang sagot lang natin is 1. So like, yan. So, for example, 5. Kapag pinag-multiply natin siya sa reciprocal niya, which is 5, 1 over 5, plug and tatandaan, may 1 dito. Alam naman natin yung rule for cancellation. So, cancel na to, magiging 1. So, 1 times 1 is equals to 1. Pero kung mamanuhin natin, dito gagamit ng cancellation, yan, 1 times 5 times 1 is equals to 5. 1 times 5 is equals to 5. So 5 divided by 5 is equals to 1. Which is ito yung multiplicative inverse property. So masasabi natin yung 1 over a or 1 over 5 is the multiplicative inverse of an integer 5. Lagi tatandaan na dito hindi pwedeng maging plug and play, yung reciprocal lang ng integer number. So meaning to say, hindi siya pwedeng fraction. So hindi natin pwedeng sabihin na a is the multiplicative inverse of integer 1 over a. Hindi na nga integer, isang fraction. So yun nga, dapat baliktad. Identity property of integers. The identity elements of integers are a plus 1 is equals to a times 1 is equals to a. To simplify it, any number that we add 0, any positive number na inad natin ng 0, or any number, integer, any integer or any number, correct me if I'm wrong, or every number siguro, na inad mo ng 0, ang magiging sagot mo is yung number pa rin na yun. Then, ganun din pagdating sa multiplication but not 0. 1. Pero tatandaan natin, kapag nag-multiply tayo ng any number to 0, ang sagot natin is 0. Then, kapag nag-multiply tayo ng any number to 1, ang sagot natin is yung number pa rin na yun. For example, 1 times 1 is equals to 1. Then, 1 plus 0 is equals to 1. Parang ganun lang siya.